And while we see this pullback in the market, Ripple continues to acquire more companies. The most recent one was their $1 billion acquisition of G Treasury. They're not just going to spend $1 billion for fun here, because with XRP futures ETFs already live, the real money hasn't even started flowing yet. Once the spot XRP ETFs get the green light and the ISO 222 standard is live, well, that would create the hype that is needed to bring liquidity back into XRP. And with Ripple making a major step by acquiring G Treasury, well, we can look right here on this document of a Swift compatible application profile with G Treasury as the provider here. So this acquisition gives Ripple access to tools used by large corporate treasuries. And Ripple's not just entering the corporate treasury space, they're bringing the XRP ledger to Fortune 500 finance teams managing trillions of dollars in capital. G Treasury has over 13,000 banks and over $12 trillion in payment volume, trusted by the largest companies in the world. And I made a video about this where Swift partnering with Consensus. A lot of people are saying that it's over for XRP because Swift chose, Chainlink, Ethereum, and they're not choosing XRP because of this pilot program here. Well, isn't it funny now how Ripple, that owns G Treasury, is a direct partner with Swift through their certified partner program, offering global banks connectivity and hosting for Swift's Alliance Lite 2 platform. And yet now all of those people that were saying it's over for Ripple are silent on social media, completely ignoring the facts, completely ignoring the code on how XRP has been successfully tested on Swift's network by over 11,000 banks. So with this acquisition, Ripple can bring RLUSD and XRP settlement options into existing treasury workflows. So it's the final mile here for corporate finance. And coincidentally enough, 1 month before the global ISO 222 integration happens. Because on Swift.com, you can see the ISO 222 implementation directly from Swift. They are saying it will impact all financial institutions active in cross-border payments. And to extract and realize the true benefits of the ISO standard, it needs to be implemented end to end here. So that's basically connecting all of the pipes for the flow of liquidity to be seamless here. And if all the pipes aren't connected end to end, it's not going to work. So people that are complaining about the price action of XRP don't understand this end-to-end concept here. And the end of the CBPR plus coexistence period is scheduled to end on the 22nd of November, next month. And the date was reconfirmed by the Swiss Board for Cross-Border Payment Instructions at its meeting in June of 2024. And an interesting fact here is Ripple became the first blockchain company that's a member of the ISO 222 standards body back in 2020, allowing RippleNet to use the standardized API to connect with traditional financial institutions that are also adopting the ISO standard. And what's even crazier here is when Brad Garlinghouse made this announcement, I just simply copied the name G Treasury. I went over to the Gematria calculator and what I pasted in absolutely blew my mind. Because I've made tons of videos in the past showing these words and what they mean on the Gematria calculator. And some of these videos are actually the most popular videos on the channel, connecting to the Simpsons, Donald Trump, the Matrix, you name it. And it's all leading back to Ripple and XRP, which is really strange, number one, but also really calculated, number two, because when we scroll down, G Treasury comes up as 804 in English Gematria and 134 in Simple Gematria. And if you just look at the results right here in English and Simple Gematria, look what comes up. It comes up as the exact same numbers in English and Simple as Ripple XRP, Solar Eclipse, XRP, Jim Parsons from The Simpsons reference.
I will explain cryptocurrency by clicking the link to TV's most beloved scientist, Mr. Jim Parsons.
People think I'm a nerd, but I'm actually super cool. That's why I'm here to talk about the really cool subject of distributed consensus-based cryptocurrency. Kachinga.
Stable genius, XRP moons, it's game over, breakthrough. I mean, come on, how much more obvious can it be than that? And for people that are saying it's just a conspiracy theory or it's random, okay, well, if it's random, why isn't it saying Ethereum here? Why isn't it saying Chainlink? Why isn't it saying Solana? Why is it saying Ripple XRP, XRP Ripple, XRP Moons, combined with the fact that Ripple now bought G Treasury for $1 billion? I don't think this is a coincidence here. I think there's a combination of higher level planning here. They're playing 5D chess on the spiritual realm. It's also destined as the New World Order. A lot of people say that XRP is connected to the beast system that's going to bring about end times. That's a topic for a whole nother video. But the fact of the matter is this. The crypto market has been pulling back while gold is going parabolic to all-time highs. The last time that we saw gold top out after this major rally here, we then saw the crypto market go on a historic rally while gold cooled off. So with gold being overvalued and showing confluence on key indicators, and the crypto market experiencing this aggressive pullback right here, well then if history is any indicator, as soon as gold tops out and starts to go sideways or down, then the crypto market is likely to experience a face-melting rally, causing altcoins to break this 3-year downtrend here since 2022 in this falling wedge, coming all the way back down to where we were at, all the way back here in 2019 and even January of 2021. So there still is likely some upside for gold, while there's likely some downside for others, which is everything outside of the top 10, because you can see the stochastic RSI is at 50 and 21. We're in a downtrend right here. The relative strength index is at 39, so it's not conclusive that we've bottomed out yet for altcoins. But when that bottom comes and a reversal takes place, it will likely be on the backs of a correction for gold and an explosion for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. And I left a link in the description below that will take you right to altcoinpro.com, where I made a 13-minute video explaining how institutions are prepping for this, which is why BlackRock and other massive Fortune 50 companies have been buying crypto secretly behind the scenes, prepping these ETFs, and earning yield on their crypto through proven strategies that our research team teaches inside of Altcoin Pro. Because if you have 10K or more in crypto, you're literally giving up an extra $300 per month in passive income. You're giving up on a free 3 to 8% additional monthly yield just because it's sitting on an exchange like Coinbase or Binance and you're being lazy. You're taught to hodl, just wait for price appreciation, and this is costing you thousands of dollars. So let's see what happens here. While your assets are sitting there doing absolutely nothing and inflation is kicking your ass. For example, Ethereum didn't do anything over the course of 3 months. XRP didn't do anything over a whole year. And Solana, same thing. It didn't do anything for an even longer period of time while you sat there making no money. And I'm not saying that these are bad investments. It's quite the opposite, actually. But the smartest investors in the world make their crypto work for them to generate additional yield. And why would you not do that? You're holding these crypto assets anyways. It's like buying a rental property and not renting it out. If you hold on to the property because you believe that it's going to appreciate in value over years, why wouldn't you rent it out so someone else can pay your mortgage while you still get the value appreciation? So it makes no sense to just hold your crypto without earning yield on your idle coins. And if you're just holding your crypto on exchanges like Coinbase, your assets aren't safe. In fact, Coinbase was hacked for $400 million and the hackers bribed Coinbase employees so they could access sensitive user information, demanding a $20 million ransom from Coinbase, which the company refused to pay.
I want to make you aware of a disturbing email that we received recently at Coinbase. It was a ransom note demanding $20 million in Bitcoin in exchange for these attackers not releasing some information they claim to have obtained on our customers. I'm going to respond publicly to these attackers by saying no. We are not going to pay your ransom.
And I even received a letter in the mail saying that my information was included in that hack. So I'm speaking from firsthand experience here, not just an article that I read online. So not only are you leaving free money on the table by not earning yield on your idle crypto, but you're also putting yourself at risk of losing it all, getting hacked, or having your account frozen by keeping your crypto on centralized exchanges. Because if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. You already know this, so I don't have to tell you. You can't afford to be lazy with your capital. The US is drowning in nearly $40 trillion in debt, so this is your insurance against the system. To learn how you can earn passive income on your coins every single day while protecting your capital from hacks or scammers, my research team put together a step-by-step tutorial for you to start earning yield on your crypto today, and it takes less than 10 minutes to get set up. All you need to do is go to altcoinpro.com after you're done watching this video, create your account, and click on the Start Here lesson under the classroom, and you'll discover how one liquidity pool is earning our members up to 40% yield on digital assets that they already own. Plus, you can go into the DeFi yield picks and see even more opportunities to earn passive income on your coins safe and predictably with complete control and ownership of your assets. You will make significantly more money by being your own bank. And all you need to do is go to altcoinpro.com to get started right now.